Hello, kindergartners. Mrs. Boydston back again. I have a really beautiful book to read to you today. It's one that I talk about in the Reading in a Nutshell series. The title of this book is Lily Brown's Paintings. And although it is a fiction book, Lily Brown's not a real person. It is based on the experiences of real people, including the author, Angela Johnson, and the illustrator, E.B. Lewis. So I'm going to go ahead and open the front cover, go past this title page. Look at those cute illustrations. And I wanted to read to you the dedication. Listen to what this says. Angela Johnson wrote, "For Henry Hallam and all that he sees," and the illustrator wrote, "All children are artists. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up." And that's a quote that Pablo Picasso, a famous artist, said, and E.B. Lewis decided to quote it here. And then there's a note from E.B. Lewis, the illustrator. "As a child, my father would take me to work at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Surrounded by the images of some of my favorite artists, Van Gogh, Gauguin, Matisse, and Klee, I felt inspired. The museum was the playground where my artistic imagination first soared. I imagine that Lily Brown is similarly influenced by an early childhood experience with the arts. Perhaps these early experiences helped fuel her vivid imagination and fascination with painting, much like my early exposure to the masters did for me. In Lily Brown's paintings, I find myself paying homage to the artists and having fun with the art. The art I love. A couple of my favorite scenes include Van Gogh's bedroom scene where Lily dances around freely, and the scene where Lily is captivated by a story told by the storyteller on Gauguin's beach. I'm going to make sure you can see all of the pictures on this particular book because they are amazing. Lily Brown loves her mama, daddy, and baby brother, and the world that they live in. Sometimes she spins around her room thinking about their world, and it's wondrous. This is a good place to make connections. Do you ever spin around in your bedroom and wonder about the world? But when Lily Brown paints, her world starts to change. And if you are an artist, you know what she's talking about. The sunlight turns to stars, and Lily begins flying around them. All the universe is one big, colorful splash. The stars circle the planets in Lily Brown's paintings. So the stars are going around the planets instead of the planets going around the stars. And sometimes they come down to earth to hang around sidewalk cafes and shine when the sun goes down. When Lily Brown paints, the trees that she walks past on her way to school wear hats and drink tea on cool days with other trees and shrubbery. They know Lily and they bow to her. Can you see the faces in the trees? Very fun. When Lily Brown paints fruit at the corner market, it is striped and polka dotted. It speaks to people, then laughs out loud. When people put the fruit in bags to take home, the apples sing all the way there. In Lily Brown's paintings, the path to the park becomes a wild animal living room with antelopes lounging and alligators on the phone. Lily always remembers to draw them a treat. In Lily Brown's paintings, softly blowing rose-colored winds bring voices from across the ocean to tell stories that she has never heard. Then she listens and paints with blues and orange to let the wind know she has heard them. Sometimes Lily herself walks around in her paintings or sails away through the fields of red corn and purple painted skyscrapers. In Lily Brown's paintings, the colors of people, places, and things change with her heart. People walk upside down, and the buildings on streets dance with airplanes flying above. And it's another world. The upside down people. Lily paints all that she sees and feels in her own way. She puts her world of color and light on anything she can find, and it's magical. But at the end of the day, when Lily Brown is about to put her paints away, she remembers her mama's smile, her daddy's eyes, and the way her baby brother holds her hand before he goes to sleep. It's their world again, and it's wondrous. And there's Lily Brown and her paints. So I read this story for all of you artists out there. I hope you enjoyed listening to it, and thank you for joining me on Mrs. Boydston Reads.